Fox 61 News at 10 starts now.
Right now at 10, the candidates for governor face off in their second and final debate before next Tuesday's election. We'll hear part of their final pitch to voters.
We are not pleased with what's been going on.
Neighbors are concerned for their safety after recent incidents in one town's park, including a playscape that was set on fire.
And the state releasing a scathing report about one Connecticut town's school district. Why it says educators failed to respond to the mental health needs of their students.
And we are following breaking news in Waterbury tonight, where a pedestrian was hit and killed by a vehicle. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jen Bernstein.
And I'm Ben Goldman. Fox 61's Brent Harden joining us now in the Breaking News Center with what we're learning right now. Brent?
Yeah, Ben and Jen, this crash happened less than 3 hours ago on Chase Avenue in the north end of Waterbury, about a block away from Lakewood Park Beach. Police say officers first responded just after 7. The pedestrian was identified as a 42-year-old man. He was rushed to St. Mary's Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Chase Avenue was closed between Hill and North Main Streets as a crash reconstruction unit helped with the investigation. The driver of the vehicle stayed at the scene and is cooperating with the investigators tonight. We are working to learn more about what exactly happened in this crash. Stay with Fox 61 for updates on air, online, and the Fox 61 News app. Ben, Jen, back to you.
All right, Brent, thank you very much. Now to elections 2022 tonight, with the candidates for governor taking part in their final debate exactly 1 week from Election Day.
All three candidates took to the stage at Mohegan Sun this evening, and that is where we find Fox 61's Gabby Molina, who joins us live tonight with the highlights for us. Hey, Gabby.
Hi, Ben and Jen. Yeah, those three candidates, Democrat Governor Ned Lamont, Republican Bob Stefanowski, and Independent candidate Rob Hodeling. All of those candidates discussing some of the topics that are most important to voters. The race for governor taking center stage at Mohegan Sun Tuesday evening. The three candidates, Democrat and the incumbent, Governor Ned Lamont, Republican Bob Stefanowski, and Independent Rob Hodeling, asked first about their thoughts on the current state of the economy here in Connecticut.
4 years ago, we were looking at $2 billion budget deficits as far as the eye can see. We got that budget balanced.
People are eating through their savings month by month to try to keep up and pay these bills.
Right now we have 100,000 jobs that are not filled. That's really a problem.
And sharing different ideas on how to address it and whether or not to tap into the state's rainy day fund.
That rainy day fund is to make sure I don't have to raise taxes.
I've never seen a rainy day like this in Connecticut.
We can show restraint with taxes and spending.
On crime, a disagreement on how to curb it, whether it's stricter gun laws.
You're not serious about crime unless you're serious about guns.
In terms of assault-style rifles, I agree with Governor Lamont. We need to do something about those.
Or taking another look at the police accountability bill.
I'm going to fix it. We're going to repeal it. We're going to keep cops safe.
After the debate, the candidates all saying they're confident.
People are hurting out there. And the only way to change this, and the only way to make Connecticut better, is to change governors.
I have the best plan for the economy and jobs. I feel like we have the best plan for education, and we have the best plan for affordable housing.
I think you saw the differences loud and clear between us and what we're trying to do.
Another topic that the candidates were asked about was abortion, and it was something that they all agreed on. They said that if they were to be elected as governor, they would not change what the law currently is here in Connecticut. Live at Mohegan Sun, Gabby Molina, Fox 61 News.
A big night at Mohegan Sun. Gabby, thank you very much. And a reminder for everyone, if you want to register to vote online, you have to do it tonight by midnight. And as we count down to Election Day, Fox 61 has you covered. Right now, text the word VOTE to the number on your screen, 860-527-6161. We'll send you back a link with our Fox 61 voter guide, which contains all the important information that you need to know before you head to the polls to cast your ballot. You can also find this guide on fox61.com and the Fox 61 News app. Again, text the word VOTE to 860-527-6161.
Move along here and get to the weather watch this evening. All day long, we've been saying it's been gloomy, but got to be honest with you, it's mild out there.
No, it feels really nice. We walked outside for dinner, and it feels good on your skin.
Yeah, and we're going to have even more sunshine to go along with those warmer temperatures ahead as we head through the coming days. Just a kind of wow stretch of November weather. Although fall lovers probably not going to like it so much. Nick sharing us this photo from Chester earlier today. I love the way the sky and the leaves are reflecting in the water, and you can see some subtle fall color out there. Temperatures in the 50s to right around 60 degrees. And as we head through the overnight hours, we'll see temperatures dropping back right around the 50-degree mark. The average overnight low for this time of year is in the upper 30s. So we are going to be way above that. So a mild start to the day and a warm finish with highs up around 70 degrees. And we're going to do that with wall-to-wall sunshine. So sunny skies from start to finish, a nice night tomorrow evening. And moving forward, it gets even warmer than this as we head into the upcoming weekend. We'll show you the numbers. Full forecast coming up.
Okay, Rachel, thank you. Well, new at 10, concerns tonight in one Connecticut town after a playscape was set on fire in a park that's located in the heart of Wallingford.
And this isn't the first incident in Doolittle Park that neighbors have been worried about. One coach says that he was assaulted by a group of teenagers there last month as well. Fox 61's Tony Black joining us live at Doolittle Park tonight after speaking with Wallingford police who say that changes are coming. Tony, the question, what are police planning to do?
Yeah, Ben and Jen, take a look at this damage done to this playscape here at Doolittle Park in Wallingford. It still gives off sort of that burnt campfire smell, and people and the police say that this has gone too far and they're ready for action here in the town.
We come here weekly. Seeing it now, Miles, what do you think? It's pretty, it's sad.
Rochelle Stainton brings her kids to Doolittle Park in Wallingford to enjoy being a kid. They have swings, slides, and playgrounds. But she came to the park Tuesday to see what happened to this one.
Somebody has to fix this, somebody has to pay for it.
Police say the playscape was set on fire late Saturday night. The slide melted, the wood structure burnt. Neighbors have expressed concerns about the park for years. One community member addressed the town council last week over a lack of action when problems were raised years ago.
We talked about the issues of being a neighbor, not just unsafe maintenance issues, but also the nuisance issues that are occurring out there. So for 2 years, I guess our complaints were never heard.
Wallingford police are investigating an alleged assault against a coach at the park that happened in early October. Officer Alex Torres says these are continuous issues they're having with younger people in town.
We are not pleased with what's been going on.
They believe it was minors who set the structure on fire and possibly know who they are. He says it's often middle and high schoolers that the issues at Doolittle Park stem from. By this time last year, he said they had 241 juvenile complaints. This year, 336, 95 more.
It's sad to disconnect that. Sometimes we look at these juveniles and forget that they were once kids, but unfortunately it seems like they're forgetting that they were once kids and they used to play on that playscape.
The installation of security cameras at Doolittle Park has been delayed because of electrical issues, but Officer Torres says they will be put up soon, especially in the wake of this fire. Stainton says that will help.
I still feel safe. I feel like this was lack of supervision.
Police have also increased patrols here. They want people to feel comfortable at their town's public park.
It has to stop because, there's a lot of other kids out there and children and parents that do enjoy their time at the park, and we want them to continue.
The Wallingford mayor told me today that this is vandalism at the extreme and this should not deter people from enjoying this park. Now, I also reached out to the town council as well as the Parks and Rec department for comment and have not heard back. The town says that they're working to replace this equipment as soon as possible. Live in Wallingford, Tony Black, Fox 61 News.
All right, Tony, thank you. And tonight, police in Vernon are investigating the deaths of a man and a woman they say died from gunshot wounds. They say police responded to a home on Vinetta Drive around 5:30 Friday afternoon. That's where they found 61-year-old Anthony and 60-year-old Karen Priester. Police say there is no threat to the public and anyone with information should give Vernon police a call.
Police in Waterbury searching for whoever shot and killed a man. Family members say 23-year-old Xavier Pellet died in that shooting on Willow Street just after 4 in the afternoon Monday. This is the third homicide in the area of that city this year. Anyone who has any information about the shooting should call police in Waterbury.
8 people are without homes tonight after a fire ripped through their building in West Haven. It started around 6 this morning, right around the corner from the University of New Haven. Everyone made it out of the home on Gilbert Street, but one person was injured trying to run out of the back door. The fire started on the 3rd floor, leaving most of that 3rd floor charred. Witnesses say there were at least 10 more people inside who were spending the night after a party on that top floor.
Also in West Haven, a former city employee and state representative is now pleading guilty to stealing more than $1 million in federal COVID-19 relief funds. Michael DeMassa was one of 2 people City Council approved to handle West Haven's federal aid. DeMassa admitted to taking the relief money through a shell company that he formed. He'd previously pleaded not guilty to 3 wire fraud charges and conspiring with his wife to 2 others, but changed his plea in court today. Federal sentencing guidelines suggest that he spend about 3 to 4 years in prison. DeMassa will also be fined twice the amount of money he stole.
Well, new at 10, a report from the State Department of Education says the Killingly School District failed to address the mental health of its students. The report comes after nearly 60 residents filed a complaint against the town's school board. The state says the board's inaction lasted so long and was so systemic, it could reasonably be considered an intentional refusal of kids' mental health needs. A nonprofit survey late last year found 66 Killingly students in 7th to 12th grade said they had made suicide plans before. The state's report also says the board's chair was dismissive when that survey's findings were presented back in March. Killingly's school board also rejected a proposal to build a mental health center.
We'll do at 10. Police in Naugatuck arrested a man suspected of stealing from an Amazon warehouse after finding him sleeping in his truck. Officers were called to the warehouse on Sheridan Drive last Tuesday morning after a property manager said that someone had stripped the building's wiring. Police say 42-year-old David McCullough of Waterbury hid in his truck and loaded it with stolen items. Officers eventually found him taking a nap inside of his truck. McCullough is facing 2 charges, including third-degree burglary.
Well, Powerball fever is still at an all-time high right now. No one hit that billion-dollar jackpot last night, so the grand prize grows even bigger. The jackpot is now an estimated $1.2 billion. That's the 2nd largest in the game's history and the 4th largest in U.S. lottery history. If someone were to win this one and take the cash lump sum, it would be worth almost $600 million after taxes and fees. And you can watch the drawing tomorrow night at 10:59 p.m. immediately after the Fox 61 News at 10, right here on the CW20. That's a lot of money, Ben.
And get busy making your lists of what you